Having limited space at home for planting, I was very interested to read about potato towers. However, the reviews are very mixed. Some claim to be able to produce bumper yields by growing vertically, with claims of £100 of spuds at 4 square foot of area, whereas many claim the potato plants use all of their energy in trying to produce foliage instead of tubers, having to constantly grow extended stems. Of course, this would be an experiment that I would jump at the chance of proving one way or the other. The way that towers supposedly work is that seed potatoes are planted in the base, and as the plant grows, rather than just mounding the soil to cover the potato as you would traditionally do, instead you add additional layers of soil whenever the stem reaches 15 cm above soil level. As a control, I created a no-dig compost bed and will plant 6 seed potatoes. 2 will be in shade, 2 will be in partial shade, and 2 will be exposed to the sun. The seeds are spaced 60 cm apart and to a depth of 15 cm. The substrate used throughout is 𝐥𝐤𝐬 compost. The towers are simple wooden structures with no base, allowing water to run freely without the risk of waterlogging in the bottom and rotting the seeds. On the videos I've seen, when harvesting the potatoes in the tower, the failures seem to have very dense soil, highly compacted and dry. Potatoes need light, well-draining substrate, high on organic matter. Compost is ideal, although you can also use straw. Soil acidity of pH 4.8 to 6 is great, and this compost is 5.5 I think, and drains fairly freely. What I've also noticed on these failures is that the soil closest to the sides is much drier than in the centre, suggesting that heat might be an issue, so I've painted one of the towers white to see what difference this makes, reflecting the heat away. In the white planter, I will also add layers of cardboard to help retain moisture, and I hope this will allow the plant to grow tubers more easily along the entire height of the tower, because again the failures only seem to have tubers on the first layer, with the resulting potatoes quite small in size. I'm also adding potash to the white tower to increase the potassium, which should aid potato growth from the second month until 2 weeks prior to harvest. I'm hoping that adding this to each subsequent layer will promote tuber growth throughout the entire height of the tower. I'm planting late in May, so the seed potatoes are what are known as late season or second crop potatoes. These are slower growing than first earlies, which I hope will allow tubers to establish at each layer of the tower. These 𝐤𝐸𝐤𝐸 seeds are one of the oldest UK potato varieties, introduced around 1902. Above average disease resistance, good keeping properties, and excellent taste make them a very popular choice. I don't want to avoid crowding the available growing space, so I'm only placing 2 seeds in each 4 square foot of tower. In 4 weeks I hope to see growth appear above ground, and in 20 to 22 weeks they should be ready for harvest. To keep the growing potatoes as cool as possible, I'm trying to plant the seed away from the sides of the tower where temperatures might be higher. I'll add another 15 cm of compost and move on to the unpainted tower. Again, I'm only planting 2 seeds, so the only difference between the 2 towers is one is white and has the addition of potassium to promote tuber growth and layers of cardboard for moisture retention. Everything else will be identical, the same compost, the same tower dimensions, the same number of seeds planted in roughly the same place in each. They'll be watered equally at the same time, and being so close will share the same sunlight. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell symbol to be notified when I harvest the potatoes. It'll be fun to see which of the methods reaps the greatest rewards. Also, check out my other videos the links for which will appear shortly.